What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Depeche Mode. And I'd like to give a big shout out to major champion of the channel, Adam, who's allowed me to use the music in his massive music server. And I was going through his Depeche Mode folder recently because I just, was going in there for something else. It's like, you know what, I'm going to check inside. And I looked under the different albums to see, because in many cases when he hosts an album, there'll be a second disc or like a second part where it shows bonus tunes and non-album tracks. And sure enough, there was some of those, a couple of which I had already reacted to. Shout out to Han Solo, who may indeed have shared this track that we're going to listen to, which is Shout. Though in the moment I didn't remember that, so that may very well be the case. But again, I was going through Adam's music server for a different reason, and I clicked in Depeche Mode and I saw this. And again, the fact that this is a track from the Speak and Spell period suggests to me that this is when Vince was still very much at the helm musically, if you will. So yeah, Shout, I don't imagine it'll have any direct or even, similar association as the Tears for Fears song by the same name. Perhaps it does, perhaps it's, primal scream therapy, but either way, shouting, it's using words very loudly, but it's not just vocalizing loudly, which is like screaming or shrieking. So if you're shouting, you're still conveying words, but you're doing so very loudly and forcefully, as my voice almost died on the word loudly, which would have been ironic, but apparently I survived. In any case, I don't know what I'm talking about, so let's listen to the tune. This is Depeche Mode, it's Shout, and it's a track from the Speak and Spell very early phase, but it's not on the album proper. Oh, I love that sort of dark electronic wasteland sound. and Speak and Spell. And again, I love that way, like a lot of other early Depeche Mode, there's some dissonance, there's a bit of darkness to it, but it still has this light and catchy feel, certainly in the chorus. And again, there's other tunes of theirs where it seems very light and poppy, but there's still a bit of intensity or dissonance to the electronic sonic. So I think it fits perfectly in with the early material that again is among the albums that I've been listening to as long as anything. So yeah, top tune. Again, shout out to Adam as well as Han Solo, who again I have no doubt already shared this, and it's been available for a while. But as I said, I sort of stumbled onto it recently. Wanted to listen, and again, there's some other early stuff with Vince Clarke, including, as Han Solo has recommended, some bonus tunes from Wonderland, which were not on my later reissue of Wonderland from Erasure, which has a couple bonus tunes on it, like remixes of tracks from the album. But again, apparently there's some other tracks. So yeah, bottom line, got to go back and get some non-album early Vince Clarke tunes, and this was one of the ones that came across my radar in that regard. And indeed, Adam recommended another non-album tune from Depeche, so that will be coming soon. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, which I'm not a big fan of that expression. Don't put cats in bags, but you know what I mean. So in any case, yeah, big shout out to this early tune, which, it reminds me of that live performance that Han Solo did share and that I reacted to. It has that same kind of relentless, dance floor quality, but also with some, synth exploration and atmosphere. So top tune, and again, one that I think fits perfectly into the early Depeche vibe. So let me know if you agree. I will see you next time. Peace.